Hello there, Stevos, and welcome along to this week's episode of Steve's weekly vlog right here on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial. This is weekly vlog 270, by the way, and also as well, it is Monday the 8th of December 2025. I do apologise, by the way, for wrapping up the end of last week's episode of the weekly vlog very early. As you may have seen at the very end of the vlog last week, for those that did get to the very end of the vlog last week, I did indeed fall unwell. I ended up having multiple epileptic seizures across last week, not gonna lie. There was times where I was meeting up with my support workers and they noticed that I seemed to have been a bit more spaced out, and it looked like as if I just wasn't in the room with them, you know what I mean? Like, I just wasn't all there last week. And I think that's why last week, you may have seen it a couple of times, I was making a lot of errors, especially last Tuesday when I thought I had a support session, but I didn't, and I ended up going to Bournemouth and all of that kind of stuff. It's things like that that tend to happen when I've had an epileptic seizure or an epileptic episode. So yeah, we get to the end of last week after I meet up with Kieran, and I came straight back from pool from meeting up with Kieran, and then I ended up going to bed. I stayed in bed all day Friday pretty much last week. I called in work sick on Friday afternoon to tell them that I wouldn't be coming in that last weekend. So I had the whole weekend off work. I pretty much rested up all weekend last weekend. Sunday afternoon, I decided to go out to Asda in Castle Point just to go and grab a couple of bits and pieces, because I just thought I could do with a bit of fresh air, and I was feeling a little bit better yesterday afternoon, and then obviously today I'm feeling a lot more human. I sound a little bit better. I have still got a bit of a groggy throat a little bit, but it is slowly clearing, and the same with my nose as well. My nose may still sound a little bit bunged up, but I'm slowly getting there. I'm slowly getting a little bit better. What I do want to say, though, is a massive thank you to my sister for bringing over some hot meals for me to have on Friday night and Saturday night as well. I really do appreciate it. There's one dish that she gave to me on Saturday night, by the way, which is called Margarita Orzo. That's the name of it. And she'd done it in the slow cooker. I thought it was sweet potato, but it wasn't. It was chicken thighs. But that dish, though, was absolutely delicious. After the first mouthful, honestly, I did not want that dish to end, basically. I didn't want it to end. So yeah, so a massive thank you to my sister for coming over and giving me some hot meals and feeding Monty as well, because obviously I've still got Monty with me. I'm still looking after him for the next couple of weeks. And obviously where I've been bedbound for most of this weekend, I've been unable to go downstairs and give Monty his food. So obviously my sister's come over, given me my hot food, and she's given Monty his food as well. So I really do appreciate that a lot. But we are back to normal. Obviously, this vlog, I do apologise, it is getting a bit dark, so I'm going to put my light on, because it is Monday afternoon, by the way. I haven't been up to much today, by the way. All I've been up to so far is I have sat down, watched Coronation Street, watched EastEnders, watched this week's episode of The Simpsons on Disney Plus. I've watched the first 25 minutes of the Chris Moyle show, and I have watched I've watched Gabby's vlog as well, Vlogmas video from today as well. And then after that, I then went downstairs, gave Monty his food, gave the fish their fish food. I've had my cereal, my chocolatey squares cereal. I was meant to have a support session this morning, but that got cancelled, unfortunately, because my support worker had some issues with his car. So, unfortunately, I wasn't able to see him today. I was also meant to be going out to a Christmas do later this evening at Cosmo in Bournemouth, which is an all-you-can-eat buffet. But given how I sound, given the fact that I'm still coughing a little bit, and given the fact that I've still got a bit of a bunged-up nose, I decided that I'm not going to go tonight, unfortunately. You know what? I noticed this, right? This isn't the first time that I've become unwell, and coincidentally, it's coincided with when my support workers are about to throw a Christmas party for their clients. You know, this has happened before, by the way. This has happened before. So I have messaged my support workers to let them know that I'm not going to be attending tonight, unfortunately. I have got a doctor's appointment tomorrow to discuss with my doctor about my broken sleep, about the multiple seizures I've been having lately as well, which part of me does think it is down to stress. I am struggling to go through this month at the moment because I feel like the grief is just starting to set back in from where I lost my mum at the beginning of the year. Obviously, we're coming up to that time of the year where it's all about family. You know, obviously Christmas, it is all about family and stuff like that, spending it with loved ones, and I am missing my mum like absolute crazy. And then straight after Christmas into the new year, it's then the 1 year anniversary since her passing. So, you know, I am absolutely missing my mum like crazy at the moment. So I will mention that to my doctor tomorrow when I speak to the doctor about this, and see what they suggest, what they come up with. So yeah, so anyway, so I will show you guys what I've got for dinner tonight in the next couple of scenes of the vlog, and I will also do the advent calendar as well. I've not opened my advent calendar since Wednesday, so I've got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday and today to open. So I've got 5 doors to open, which I will open very, very soon in this episode of the weekly vlog. Now, before I do get into this week's episode of the weekly vlog, I do just want to say, so obviously I said at the end of my weekly vlog last week that basically this episode of the vlog that you're watching right now is the penultimate weekly vlog of 2025, which means next week's episode of the weekly vlog, which is releasing on the 22nd of December at 4 p.m. UK time on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial, will be my final weekly vlog of 2025, which is true. So unfortunately, that does mean that there is going to be no 12 days of Vlogmas this year for 2025. I will try my best to bring 12 days of Vlogmas back for 2026, okay? I will do. After the weekly vlog for the after the final weekly vlog of 2025 has been released on the 22nd of December, I will be uploading a Christmas Day vlog, which will be coming out on the Christmas Day at 6:30 p.m. UK time right here on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial. So feel free to check that out on Christmas Day in the evening if you've got a spare, I don't know, half an hour, 45 minutes, maybe an hour, who knows. But if not, feel free to check it out on Boxing Day. Feel free to check it out after Christmas, at least, you know. So yeah, so I just thought I'd bring you guys up to speed with that as well, okay? I do apologise. I will get some Christmassy content out though, okay? During the Christmas Day vlog that you guys will see on Christmas Day, all right? There'll be some Christmas content coming up. I am going to start filming some of that this week, which obviously won't be featuring in this episode of the vlog, but you'll see it in a couple of weeks' time anyway. But yes, anyway, I just thought I'd bring you up to speed with everything that's been going on over the weekend and stuff like that, okay? It's just been very, very hectic. It really has. I managed to get a video call with Kieran last night, which was great. You know, I had a bit of a laugh with him. I did see I'm a Celebrity last night, the final of I'm a Celebrity Get Me Out of Here for 2025. Congratulations to the Twitch streamer that is Angry Ginge. You know, he won. And I'll tell you what, to be honest, it didn't matter because even though on, I think it was Saturday, wasn't it? Saturday. Even though on Saturday night, H, the rapper, went home, he got eliminated on Saturday, and then it was down to former EastEnders actress Shona McGarty, Twitch streamer Angry Ginge, and Celebs Go dating star Tom Reed Wilson, even though they were the final three in the jungle. But regardless, H, Tom, Ginge, Shona, either one of them four, they were worthy winners. You know, they were worthy winners, to be honest, them top four. You know, there was another one that I was thinking of that should have gone on to at least be in the final, and that's Ruby Wax. She was absolutely hilarious in the jungle. She really was. So, yeah. Anyway, Anton Deck, if you're watching this video, Anton Deck, bring on 2026. I'm ready for that Australian jungle, baby. That's right. I'll try not to bring my cold and flu with me, though, okay? I'll try my best. I'll try my best. Who knows what 2026 will bring. So, just thought I'd throw that out there. So, yeah, anyway, without further ado, guys, I've been talking for the last 11 minutes of this vlog. Welcome to this week's episode of the weekly vlog, the penultimate weekly vlog of 2025. It's Monday, 8th of December 2025, and let's see what I'm up to for the rest of today on this Monday afternoon. So, I am downstairs in the dining room at the moment, and I'm currently on my MacBook Air at the moment because I have decided that I'm going to catch up with some tweets that I have missed out on. I've bookmarked on Twitter over the weekend. Obviously, I've been too poorly to be posting things on social media throughout the weekend. So I'm just catching up pretty much with everything that I've not posted over the weekend. And yeah, I'm just doing that right now on my MacBook on this Monday evening. It is 5:10 on this Monday evening, by the way, and I have just cooked dinner. So I'm just going to turn my camera around and show you guys what I've got for my dinner tonight. I've got some baked beans, sausages, some corn chicken nuggets, and some chips to go with it as well. Over on my MacBook, I am going to watch Krampus, a holiday horror comedy movie that is a must-watch, I guess, every Christmas. So I'm going to watch that right now on Now TV on my MacBook on this Monday evening.
I'm writing Christmas postcards out by the pool. It's 70 degrees in the shade and the breeze is cool. Yeah. Even though we don't get snow, I still think it's the place to go. Where the weather outside doesn't get frightful, it just stays warm and delightful. That's Christmas time in LA. Don't you know I'm
Good afternoon, everybody. It is Tuesday afternoon, by the way. It's 4:25 at the time of recording this part of the weekly vlog on this Tuesday afternoon. In about 15 minutes time, I am going to be heading out with my support worker for a support session. Although in between my support session and 4:30, so around about an hour from now, I do have a doctor's appointment which my sister is going to be attending with me, just to talk to the doctor about some health issues. Obviously I'm just having a bit of trouble sleeping lately and stuff. To be honest, there's been quite a lot of times throughout 2025 where I've had trouble sleeping and stuff, and obviously with my recent epileptic episodes that I've been having as well, I need to talk to the doctor about that as well and see what the doctor can suggest, what maybe they can prescribed for me to take. We'll see what happens. So yeah, so that's going to be happening. So I don't know how my support session is going to work today. I don't know whether I'm just going to see my support worker for half an hour, 40 odd minutes, or I just don't know. Or am I going to see him for 40 minutes, do my doctor's appointment, and then go back to the session and see him for the rest of the remaining time that I've got left? I genuinely don't know. But anyway, but yeah, I just thought I'd come on and say good afternoon, Tuesday afternoon. I will show you guys what I've got for dinner when I get back. So I am going to do dinner as soon as I get back from my support session. Also as well, what you guys just saw there as well, just before coming to Tuesday's part of the weekly vlog, was of course the advent calendar as well, from Thursday last week all the way up until Tuesday today. Okay, so there we go. So anyway, so that's so ever since I've come home from work, by the way, I've just been sat down chilling out. I've caught up on EastEnders. I've caught up with the first 25 minutes of the Chris Moyle show on Radio X from this morning via YouTube as well. And I've also caught up with Gabby Thompson's Vlogmas for day 9 over on her YouTube channel as well. Other than that, that's pretty much everything I've been up to so far on this Tuesday afternoon. Tuesday night, and I have just done myself some dinner, so I will show you guys what I've got for dinner on this Tuesday night in a few moments. First though, by the way, I've been to the doctors. That's right, I got one on this arm, plaster, or bandage, and I've got another on this arm as well, if you can just about see it. There we go. Yeah. Reason being is because I went to the doctors, spoke to them about my epilepsy episodes that I've been having, and what they have done is they have referred me on to a epilepsy helpline. So they've given me a number for me to call, which I will give them a call tomorrow and just explain the situation. Be like, yeah, I've been having epileptic seizures across this year. It could be down to stress. It could be, but they are tonic-clonic epileptic episodes that I'm having. And I'm sure they'll be able to guide me further from there. Obviously, they should have my blood test results back by then as well tomorrow. So hopefully we'll be able to go from there as well. I did also have to do a urine sample as well, which I basically weed into a cup and gave it to the doctor. She did say that basically there's a possibility that there's a bit of protein in my urine, which, from what I've read online, I searched it up when I came back. I googled it on Google, of course. I looked at it, and it basically means, well, it could mean various different reasons. It could be down to stress, could be down to dehydration, exercise is another one. It could also be linked to diabetes as well, or it could be linked to kidney diseases as well, which is the worst case scenario, I think. But yeah, anyway, so I mean, she's gonna do a test for, obviously a urine test, just your standard urine test, but she's also going to test for kidneys and stuff like that, just in case there's something wrong with my kidneys. So we'll see what happens, I guess, on that front. But either way though, they literally, it took them 5 attempts to get some blood out of one of my arms. It took 5 attempts. Honestly, this blood did not want to leave my body at all. So there we go. So hopefully we'll see what happens with that. I was meant to have a support session this evening. My support worker was running late, So I ended up going up to the doctors on my own. My sister, however, she was in the car park at 4 o'clock. My appointment was at 4:30. She was at the car park at 4 o'clock, and I walked past her car. But I didn't see her. I didn't see her car or anything. So I just naturally assumed that at 25 past 4, she'd be walking through the doors and sitting with me in the waiting room. But no. Anyway, so either way, she managed to drop me back though, thankfully, which was nice of her. So, but yeah, anyway, I did message her whilst I was trying to get my blood taken. I did message her to say I'm having my blood test done now. So there we go. But yeah, either way though, I will probably try and keep you guys updated in terms of any health issues or anything like that. I will try and keep you updated in this vlog, in my next episode of the weekly vlog, and maybe in the weekly vlogs going forward in the new year if there's any more health updates to bring to you. So we'll just have to play it by ear, wait and see what happens. But right now though, back to tonight, and I am about to show you what I've got for my dinner tonight on this Tuesday evening. So this is what I've got for my dinner tonight. Pretty much the same as last night. Corn chicken nuggets with some chips, baked beans and sausage. Afternoon everybody, Wednesday afternoon, halfway through the week, halfway through the weekly vlog. Been to work this morning, and I have also been out to Mallard Road Retail Park in Bournemouth as well. Went back up to B&M today to go and get 2 presents for my sister and her partner. Two of these presents that I brought are joint Christmas presents for both my sister and her partner. So obviously I'm not going to show you them right now. What I will do, however, though, is I will show you guys in the Christmas Day video that's coming out on Christmas Day on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial. I will show you guys what I've got for my sister and her partner over Christmas as well in the Christmas Day video. All right, so that is coming up. So yeah, so I will do some filming on that and stuff probably next week when I'm wrapping them up, because I need to start wrapping it up, really, don't I? Because at the moment they're just in bags, and the bags are just all over the house. So I really do need to start wrapping them up, I'm not going to lie. I've also called up the epilepsy team as well, the Dorset epilepsy team. I've spoken to them. They've looked on their system. They could tell that it's been a very long time since I last had an appointment with them. So yeah, so obviously I filled them in basically saying that, you know, throughout 2025, you know, I've been having waves of epileptic episodes. So they're going to now speak to my epilepsy nurse and see if my epilepsy nurse will contact me later this afternoon through the phone and have a telephone appointment. If not, then I'll call them back maybe tomorrow or even Friday, and I will just see if I can maybe have a telephone appointment booked in for after Christmas, because they did say to me on the phone earlier that they could try and book me in for a telephone appointment, but the chance of me getting one before Christmas is very, very slim. Obviously, it's that time of the year where, you know, there's just appointments. They're very busy with appointments and stuff, and obviously we're in the lead up now to Christmas. So yeah, so I guess it is what it is, isn't it, really? Anyway, I have been wearing a Christmas jumper today. I've just taken my Christmas jumper off. I've been wearing my Mickey Mouse Christmas jumper, but it's very sunny out there, and obviously I've just walked all the way back from Mallard Road with some heavy bags, and obviously it's made me feel very hot and sweaty. So yeah, anyway, I did also stop off at Aldi as well whilst I was at B&M at Mallard Road Retail Park in Bournemouth, because number one, I wanted to have a look and see if they had something in there for my sister and her partner, but sadly they didn't. B&M did though, so I'm glad that B&M did have what I wanted to get for my sister and her partner, as well as the other joint present that I did get for them as well. But I also did pick up a bottle of iced coffee cappuccino ready to drink. And I also picked up a sandwich as well, festive sandwich. That is brie and cranberry chutney sandwich. So I'm going to have that. And I also picked up these lemon curd iced buns as well. So there we go. That's what they look like there. But yeah, I picked these up as well. So I'm going to have that for my lunch this afternoon on this Wednesday afternoon. It is 20 to 2. At the time of recording this part of the weekly vlog on this Wednesday afternoon, halfway through the week, halfway through the vlog, and I'm just about to watch some YouTube videos. Gonna watch these two videos right here. The first 25 minutes of today's Chris Moyle show on Radio X on YouTube, and Gabby Thompson has released her next Vlogmas video, day 10, which is mini evening routine with more present wrapping. Looking forward to watching that. So I'm going to watch them two videos right now on my iPad via YouTube on this Wednesday afternoon. We're on BBC iPlayer on my iPad, just about to watch today's episode of EastEnders. We're on ITVX on my iPad, just about to watch today's episode of Coronation Street. So it is Wednesday evening, by the way, coming up to 5 o'clock at the time of recording this part of the weekly vlog. Just been on the phone to my epilepsy nurse. Firstly, my epilepsy nurse had a bit of a catch up with me. I've been telling her, of course, how I've been having quite a few epileptic episodes this year. And obviously she asked me quite a few questions about cooking, whether I live alone, whether I live with people and stuff. So I did say to her that I was living with my mum. My mum sadly passed away at the beginning of the year, so at the moment I am currently living alone. And she was very sympathetic about me losing my mum, and she said, "I'm so sorry for your loss." But she has given me some bits and pieces that will help me with my seizures, hopefully. So there's a pillow which she hasn't given to me before. So there's a pillow that I can basically rest my head on when I'm asleep at night. And it's ideal for like when I'm having an epileptic episode. If I end up going on my front, when I end up having a seizure, at least I'll still be able to breathe when I'm in an epileptic episode, which is ideal. She has also talked about upping my medication, not in the morning, but in the evening more so. So she has said because I'm having my epileptic episodes at night when I'm asleep, then the best bet is for me to have my medication dose upped in the evening and keep my dose in the morning how it is at the moment. So yeah, so there's a few things that she is going to do. She is also planning to do a face-to-face hospital appointment with me, which chances are isn't going to be this side of Christmas. It's probably going to be on the other side of Christmas and New Year, so probably around about early to mid-January 2026 is probably when I'm going to get that appointment. But I'll get a letter in the post in the coming days as to when that appointment does happen, I guess. So yeah, so already there's a few things that are being put into motion in terms of my health, in terms of my epileptic episodes, which hopefully will get sorted. But yeah, so, and obviously I do think then they might then be able to then try and see me a bit more as well, just so that they're keeping an eye on me and keeping an eye on my medication and my epileptic episodes as well. So yeah, also as well, obviously my blood test results and my urine sample that I had done yesterday at the doctor's, those results, well, I believe one of the results or both of the results have come back to my doctor. So obviously I have just called up my doctor's surgery to book a telephone consultation appointment with them to discuss the results, because it's just a routine thing that obviously you need to do whenever you get your blood tests done and stuff. Obviously they just go through your blood test results with you on the phone and stuff. They may even go through my urine sample results with me as well. So yeah, so we'll see what happens with that. But I booked that. That's going to be happening on Monday afternoon, somewhere between 2 o'clock and 6 o'clock. On Monday next week is when I will be getting that phone call. So yeah, so there we go. So that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. Anyway, so yeah, and then obviously I've just had a phone call with my sister as well, who's just driving back home from work now, and she's just finished work, and I've just updated her on what's been going on with the doctors and the hospital and stuff like that. So yeah, so busy. Anyway, I am going to be doing dinner very shortly on this Wednesday evening. It is going to be different compared to what it was on Monday and Tuesday night in this week's episode of the weekly vlog. And I will show you guys what I've got for dinner very shortly. It's gone 7:30 on this Wednesday evening. This is what I've got for dinner tonight. I've got some buttered bread with some scrambled egg as well. About to do the washing up, drying up and putting away from dinner tonight. It is that time of the weekly vlog where I open today's advent calendar, and we are today the 10th of December. So it's this one right here in the corner, bottom corner. So I'm going to open the door. Just says Maltesers with a bulbul on it. And now to open the chocolate. Today's advent calendar chocolate, there we are, is a Santa Claus. There we are. And the advent calendar feature will be back in the weekly vlog a little bit later on. Wednesday night, and I'm upstairs in my bedroom on my iMac. I'm just about to have a video call with my friend Kieran because his mates didn't want to go to the cinema with him tonight. I think he's meeting his mates tomorrow night though, instead. But yeah, he's meeting, but his friends didn't want to go to the cinema tonight. So he has asked me whether I wanted to have a video call with him tonight. If I didn't video call him tonight, I would have been video calling him on Friday night, because obviously he's out with his mates tomorrow night, so it makes no odds. So either way, I was like, yeah, that's fine, we can video call tonight, which is fine, absolutely fine. So that's what we're going to do. I've just topped up my bottle as well with some juice as well, some more juice. So I'm going to drink that whilst I'm on video call with Kieran. Also as well, by the way, the movie reviewing app that is Letterboxd, by the way, which a lot of film lovers, film buffs out there, including myself, love to use. They have just introduced their new video store where you can rent movies in the UK for $15.99. There's a couple of movies on there at the moment. There's only a small selection, but I do think gradually, as time goes on, they'll be adding more to the list and stuff like that. So I will go through the films that are available to rent on the Letterboxd video store once I've got off video call with my friend Kieran on Discord on my iMac, which is what I'm about to do right now on this Wednesday evening. I am currently on the Letterboxd app on my phone. As you can see, obviously there's the popular films this week: Five Nights at Freddy's 2, Zootopia 2, Wicked for Good, Begonia is on there as well. And then what I will then do is, obviously you've got the new from friends as well. So these are all my friends on Letterboxd who of course have been reviewing films and stuff over the last few hours, couple of days maybe, who knows. But this feature here, in between new from friends and popular with friends, this feature here, Letterboxd video store, is the new video store from Letterboxd. No late fees, just late night discoveries. You tap on it, here we go, here is the video store, a rental store built for film discovery, curated for the Letterboxd community. Watch on TV via casting, web, or even on a smartphone or even tablet as well. Now these unreleased gems right here where my thumb is, It Ends and Something Kennedy. If you go on to it, obviously this one here is a 90-minute mystery / horror film. You can have a look at the reviews and more. You can obviously see the synopsis behind the film as well. But there's a green button here which says rent. When you press on rent, it comes up with a load. It loads up a renting price. This is how much it costs to rent from the video store, $15.99. I'm going to come out of that and I'm going to go into the Lost and Found because you have also got some films here which are underseen, but they've got some really good star ratings. So, for example, I could go on to Before We Vanish, okay, and I could click on Rent, and this one here, you'll be able to rent it for £3.49, so there we go. So, the pricing on here does vary. There's also Poison as well, from 1991, again, rent for $4.99. So there we go. But the other unreleased gem that they've got at the moment is Kennedy, which is a crime thriller that was released in 2023. But under their Lost and Found, when my phone decides to stop sliding everywhere, they've got Tiger on the Beats. They have also got, when my phone decides to stop slipping, Poison. They've also got Kiss Up Matter, In the Wink of an Eye. Let's see what else they've got. They've also got It Must Be Heaven as well under their Lost and Found. And Before We Vanish. So there we go. So those are the films that you can rent at the moment via the video store on Letterboxd. Obviously, over time, there will be more videos or movies added to the store. So do keep an eye out on the Letterboxd app if you do use the Letterboxd app, that is. But yeah, at the moment for me, I mean, It Ends kind of sounds interesting from the synopsis that I've read for It Ends. So maybe that might be a movie that I might look into renting possibly in the new year. Possibly in the new year. But not right now though, because obviously, you know, I need to try and save enough money to get me through till Christmas or till after Christmas. So there we go. But anyway, I just thought I would show you the new Letterboxd video store feature that is now available for Letterboxd users who are signed up to... Good morning, everybody. I'm feeling very refreshed this morning. I got 7 hours and 43 minutes sleep last night. Went to bed at 10:30, woke up at 7 a.m. this morning. According to my watch, my actual sleep time was 7 hours and 43 minutes. I'm not going to lie, I do feel very refreshed, very with it today as well. Still got a little bit of that cough and a little bit of the bunged up cold as well, a little bit, but it's slowly going away, thankfully. So I think it's safe to say that now that I've had this illness now, that should mean, fingers crossed, touch wood, that I won't get sick over Christmas. Thank goodness. Anyway, I have not long woken up. I've caught up with today's episode of EastEnders over on BBC iPlayer on my Samsung tablet upstairs in my bedroom. I've also just had a shower, shave, and I've also got dressed as well in the bathroom. And now I'm just coming downstairs to take my morning medication with my bottle of juice that's right here. And I'm also going to catch up with the first 25 minutes from today's Chris Moyle show on Radio X via YouTube on my iPad as well. I have got a support session this morning with my support worker. There is going to be someone shadowing my support worker as well, because I believe my support workers have got someone new joining their team. So this guy is going to be shadowing my support worker today. So I don't know. I think we'll probably just end up going for a coffee and probably a chat. I don't know. We were going to look at beds this week. I don't know whether that's still going to be the case or whether we'll just push it back until maybe next week, or if not next week, then maybe after Christmas. We'll see what happens, I guess. But I am also about to do myself some breakfast, which I will show you what I've got for breakfast this morning. You probably know what I've already got for breakfast this morning, but I'll show you anyway in the next scene of the weekly vlog. For today, I've got a bowl of chocolatey squares cereal. Today morning, just got back from my support session. Now, just about to catch up with Gabby Thompson's Vlogmas Day 11. First visit to the Lanterns of the Wild display. It's 20 minutes long, so I'm going to watch that right now on YouTube on my iPad on this Thursday morning. So, it is Thursday night, by the way, just coming up to 6 o'clock on this Thursday evening. I had a video call earlier with my uncle, believe it or not, all the way from Australia. He was talking to me at 11 o'clock at night, his time, which was around about 12 o'clock our time. So, yeah, he was just talking to me. He was just really concerned because obviously I have been posting on Facebook to say that I've been having epileptic seizures and stuff. So obviously he just wanted to make sure that everything was okay with me and stuff. And he was just talking to me as well about the fact that obviously he came back home to the UK for a few weeks as well, which he really did enjoy. He enjoyed spending time with his son. He enjoyed spending time with his dad, which is my granddad. Yeah, all in all, he had a good time, and he hopes to be back again to see my granddad and his son and stuff like that again within the next couple of years. So, and hopefully when he does come back to the UK, hopefully I will get to see him as well. Hopefully we'll get a bit of time in to see each other then. I have also been up to Castle Point to Asda as well, because even though I went to Castle Point earlier today with my support, we went to Costa and had a drink, but I didn't realise that I didn't have anything in the house. So I've picked up dinner for tonight, and I've also picked up some dinner for tomorrow night as well. And also as well, in this bottle right here is some apple juice. So, because I picked up some apple juice as well. So I'm going to be drinking apple juice over the course of the next few days. I have got my iPad with me as well. I'm going to try and look for something to watch on my iPad on a streaming service whilst I eat my dinner for tonight. And for dinner tonight, by the way, I have got some southern fried chicken drumsticks and thighs, which I'm about to eat right now on this Thursday evening. Good morning, everybody. It is Friday morning, by the way. It's just gone 8 o'clock on this Friday morning. Hope you're doing well. Not long woken up, by the way. Just been up for about an hour now, just checking social media on my iPad. And then I put my iPad on charge because my iPad was on 2% battery. So I'm currently using my Samsung tablet at the moment over on YouTube on my Samsung tablet. I'm just about to watch today's first 25 minutes of the Chris Moyle Show on Radio X on YouTube. Just about to watch today's episode of Coronation Street on ITVX on my Samsung tablet. Made my first flask of tea of the day for breakfast this morning. I've got a bowl of chocolatey square cereal. Friday night, by the way, and I've got dinner cooking in the air fryers at the moment, so I will show you what I've got for dinner tonight in the next scene of the weekly vlog. I have spent pretty much all afternoon watching Christmas movies, watched Jingle All the Way, and I also watched the movie Elf as well today. And I've also messaged my sister as well to ask her if she's coming to collect her Christmas tree. Her Christmas tree's been here since last year, and originally I was going to go over to hers tomorrow to help her set up the Christmas tree, and we're also going to have a cheese board afternoon as well, me and my sister. But unfortunately though, my sister's not feeling too well. I don't know whether she's got what I had about a week ago, or she's got something else, I don't know. But she has messaged me earlier this afternoon say I wouldn't suggest coming over tomorrow, because the last thing I want is for you to end up falling unwell again and having more seizures and stuff. So she said she's probably just going to chill and relax this weekend. And then sometime next week, she's going to pop over, come and get her Christmas tree. And then after that, we'll set her Christmas tree up next weekend and do our cheese board afternoon then as well. So yeah, so that's what's going to happen. I'll tell you what I may do though. I may actually get some cheese tomorrow from work and just do like my own little cheese board tomorrow afternoon. I was thinking tomorrow afternoon, oh okay, well as I'm not going to my sister's, I might just go to the cinema. But as a matter of fact, I do actually have some presents that need to be wrapped up. So I'm thinking instead of going to the cinema tomorrow, I might go to the cinema on Sunday instead. And what I'm going to start doing tomorrow is I'm going to start filming my Christmas video, which you guys will see on Christmas Day on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial. And obviously I will do some present wrapping. So instead tomorrow afternoon. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do anyway. I'm going to do that tomorrow. And obviously I'll show you guys the cheese board. Yeah, I'll show you guys the cheese board when I get round to doing it tomorrow afternoon when I finish work. So hopefully my sister gets better soon. You know, hopefully it only lasts a couple of days or maybe just a week. But I know she's kind of cutting it a bit fine a little bit because like next weekend is technically Christmas weekend. You know, it's the last weekend before Christmas, and we always get to this time of the year, right? Every December this always happens. I always get to this part of December, and when I'm stood here saying next weekend's the last weekend before Christmas, you know, or like we're a couple of weeks away now until Christmas, I kind of hate saying it because it frightens me so much. The fact that we're coming towards the end of the month, the end of December, and the fact that we're coming towards the end of the year as well, kind of frightens me a little bit. But nevertheless though, you know, she is cutting it a bit fine, but as long as she gets her tree up by next weekend, then that's all good. You know, I am going to speak to my sister about Christmas and stuff next weekend as well, because I want to know whether or not we're going to do a cooked breakfast on Christmas Day morning. Because normally that's what we tend to do on Christmas Day, is have a cooked breakfast, and then in the afternoon we then go and have our Toby Carvery lunch. So we'll see if we can stick to tradition this year and see if we can still do a Christmas Day breakfast and then of course have lunch at the Toby Carvery at lunchtime. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Anyway guys, I will show you what I've got for dinner in a few moments time once it's done in the air fryers. Also as well, by the way, I still need to do my advent calendars as well. Obviously I'm not going to spoil my dinner at the moment, so I'm going to have my dinner first. Once I've done my dinner, I will then do the advent calendars, and I'll show you guys the doors from yesterday and today on the advent calendars after I've shown you guys my dinner tonight. This is what I've got for dinner tonight. Very weird dinner, by the way, but I just fancied this for my dinner tonight. So I have got some onion rings. I've got some breaded mushrooms, garlic mushrooms, I think they are, breaded garlic mushrooms. I've also got some hash browns as well, and I've also got some scampi as well. That's just what I fancied for my dinner tonight when I went shopping yesterday up at Asda in Castle Point. So that's what I picked up, and that is what I'm going to eat for my dinner tonight on this Friday night. Time to do the advent calendar from the Maltesers Reindeer advent calendar that I've got here for 2025. Starting with door number 11, which was yesterday's. So let me just get this open. You'll go crazy is what it says behind the door. I was wrong. It was not a snowman. It is in fact a teddy bear. There we go. I'll do day 12 in just a second. And now it's time to do day 12. Here we go. Here's day 12. Behind the door is just two Malteser reindeers. Open the tin foil. Okay, so today's Advent Calendar chocolate is a snowman. There we go. So it's a snowman today. Advent Calendar feature will be back in the weekly vlog a little bit later on. Friday night, just taken my medication with my apple juice, my nighttime medication. And I have also got dressed into my pyjamas. It's just before 9 p.m. on this Friday night, and I'm now going to head off to bed, as I do have work early tomorrow morning. So, from me, it's good night, and I shall speak to you guys again in the next scene of this week's episode of the weekly vlog, right here on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial, and it will be Saturday. Sorry, I had to take a bit of a... I had to swallow some saliva just then. Anyway, I shall speak to you guys again in the next scene of the weekly vlog, which will be Saturday. Good afternoon, everybody. I don't know why my camera is a bit weird, but there we go. Good afternoon, everyone. Saturday afternoon. I'm currently in my pyjamas at the moment because I have just got back home from work, and I've also just put some washing in the washing machine to be washed, so that's going to be done in around about an hour's time. I don't know what's going on with my forehead at the moment, but I seem to have got a lump on my forehead at the moment, which kind of hurts a little bit, but hopefully it will disappear before Christmas, fingers crossed. I think it's just where the weather is really cold at the moment, the temperatures are all over the place, and obviously I've been a bit yucky as well, a bit unwell, so I do think that's probably taken a bit of a toll on my skin. And obviously I'm having a bit of an acne breakout at the moment, which isn't good. So there we go. Anyway, I am in my pyjamas, as mentioned. I'm going to get my snuddy on in a moment, and I'm going to go downstairs in a few moments, and I'm going to start wrapping up the Christmas presents that I have recently bought for my sister and my sister's partner for Christmas. Obviously, I'm not going to show you guys in this episode of the vlog what I've got for my sister and her partner for Christmas Day. I am going to film it in just a few moments though, but I'm going to basically reveal what I've got for my sister and her partner when the video does come out on Christmas Day at 6:30 p.m. UK time, right here on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial. So it is Saturday night, by the way. I've wrapped all the presents. I've also had a shower, I've had a shave, and I've got back into my pyjamas as well. I've washed my clothes today. I've washed my bedding today. My bedding is back on my bed. I've also been chilling out this afternoon watching some 2.5 Men over on Amazon Prime Video on my TV in my bedroom, which is still currently on in the background right now. But with the time just coming up to 9:45, I am now going to head off to sleep, as I do have work tomorrow. I do apologise that I've not really vlogged anything today. Obviously, I've just been very busy wrapping presents for my sister and her partner and stuff. And I just wanted to take this afternoon to chill out after doing that, because honestly, it was a lot of hard work doing all that wrapping. It really was. So yes, anyway, guys, I'm going to head off to sleep. From me, it's good night, and I shall speak to you guys again in the next scene of the weekly vlog, which will be Sunday. Good afternoon, everybody. Sunday afternoon, by the way. Not long got back home from work. Well, I've been home from work for about an hour now. You know what, right? The really annoying thing is, right, as much as I love wearing Christmas jumpers, especially throughout the month of December and all of that stuff, but because this jumper is so thick, right, I honestly cannot clip my my microphone to my Christmas jumper, because especially this one is so thick, so the magnet where I clip my microphone onto my shirt, it actually doesn't stick to my Christmas jumper from the inside of my Christmas jumper. So I have to stick my microphone, my external microphone, I have to stick it in onto my Christmas t-shirt that is underneath my Christmas jumper in order for me to actually use my external microphone. Either that, or I've got to hold it like this and pull it up to my mouth, which obviously I don't really want to do. So anyway, it is Sunday afternoon. I was going to go to the cinema today to go and see 2 films back to back. I was going to go and see Zootopia 2, which I've heard a lot of really good things about. And I was also going to see another movie as well starring Elizabeth Olsen called Eternity, which I've decided not to go. The reason being is because I've still got this ridiculous cough and I've still got this ridiculous cold, and the last thing I want to do is sit in a cinema and all that the audience members will hear for an hour and a half to 2 hours is just me sniffling or me coughing and spluttering everywhere. So I've kind of decided that I'm going to leave the cinema until next weekend. Next weekend, there's a new SpongeBob film coming out, and I've decided that I might go and see that next Sunday. And then the following Tuesday, so just before Christmas, I am planning to go and see The Housemaid, which stars Amanda Seyfried and Sydney Sweeney as well. So, gotta love Sydney Sweeney. Anyway, back to this afternoon though, and I have got 2 videos to go and watch on YouTube. Let me show you what I'm drinking first this afternoon. I am drinking some strawberry and cream Pepsi Zero in a glass. I had 2 cans left in the fridge, so I decided to put it into a glass, and that's what I'm currently drinking this afternoon. Over on YouTube on my iPad, I have got 3 videos to watch, actually. I have got Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery movie review by Jeremy Johns. It seems like by the thumbnail he enjoyed watching that, just by the looks of the thumbnail. Also as well on YouTube, I've also got Gabby Thompson's Day 13 Vlogmas video, Last of Lanterns footage, and swapping my press-on nails with you. And I've also got another video which she uploaded about 25 odd minutes ago, which is Little Shopping with Bubba and Little One. I'm also going to watch that one as well. I don't know if that one's a re-upload or if that's a different one. Might be a different one, but I don't know, the thumbnail reminds me of one that I saw the other day. But either way, I'm going to watch it anyway. It's only 8 minutes long. The first one's half an hour long. But anyway, first of all though, I'm going to watch Jeremy Johns with Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery movie review over on YouTube on my iPad. It's time to do yesterday and today's advent calendar. So here is day 13, when I can actually get the door to open. Oops. I feel like I'm going to rip... Oh, God, Jesus Christ. Take an Elfie, it says. All right, I'll take an Elfie. I don't know how the hell... Again, I always had this problem. There we go. I've got the chocolate out. There we go. It is a Christmas tree from yesterday. And here is today's day 14. There we go. It's Maltesers logo with 2 bells. And then if I just open up this. So today's chocolate is a chocolate teddy bear. The advent calendar will be back in next week's episode of the weekly vlog. Must apologise, it wasn't a teddy bear, it was indeed a snowman. How the hell did I think that that was a teddy bear? I've got no idea. But anyway, it was indeed a snowman. This is a snowman. So anyway, I do apologise. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy my chocolates. That's 1. Christmas tree. That's 2. Very nice. Sunday night, and if you know me by now, then you'll know that I do like to do a makeshift dinner, and this tonight is somewhat a makeshift dinner. So I have got some scrambled egg. This isn't just scrambled egg though, this is mozzarella cheese scrambled egg. I've also got a sandwich as well. Now if you're wondering what's inside this sandwich, it is cranberry sauce with some cheesy pigs in blankets, which I found today in work, and I picked them up after my shift ended in work. So I'm going to give them a go, and on the side there is some more cheesy pigs in blankets. I'm going to pick one up actually. Look, here it is. Cheesy pigs in blankets. I'm going to point the camera back at me. Hello, here's my face. Here's me giving one of these Pigs in blankets, cheesy pigs in blankets, a go. I'm going to have to blow on it though, because it's only just come out of the air fryer. You can air fry these as well as oven cook them. I put them in the air fryer for about 10 minutes on 180 degrees. Oh yeah, you can taste the cheese. Yeah, you can definitely taste the cheese in them. Oh, they're good. They are really, really good. Honestly, guys, if you live in the UK, definitely do get yourself down to Tesco and go and pick up some cheesy pigs in blankets. They are absolutely mouth-watering delicious. It's even got that cheese aftertaste as well. Oh, so good. Absolutely so good. Anyway, that is my dinner tonight, and I'm just about to go into the dining room and eat it right now on this Sunday evening. Just about to do the washing up, drying up and putting away from dinner tonight. Sunday night, by the way, just got off the phone to my granddad. He's doing okay. He had a lovely 80th birthday, by the way. He was telling me about that. His brother from Germany came all the way down to the UK, all the way down to Devon, where he was celebrating his birthday. And he didn't know. He had no idea that his brother from Germany was coming back over. Obviously, he came over earlier this year to see my granddad. But my granddad did not know that he was coming back to see him for his 80th birthday. So that was a very nice surprise for him and stuff. Anyway, but yeah, I'm really glad to hear that everything's all good for my granddad and stuff. Obviously, he was talking to me about what his plans are for Christmas this year as well. He's going to be having dinner at home with his wife, which is my step-nan. So I think a few Christmases ago, he was doing exactly what me and my family have been doing for the last few Christmases, which is having a Toby Carvery. But I think the more expensive they're getting every year, obviously the more he's just deciding to stay at home and do a Christmas dinner at home. So yeah, so anyway, so obviously me and my granddad, we have spoken about me going over to see him again in Salisbury. We are looking at meeting again in the new year. I do actually have some time off work in the new year, just after New Year and stuff, after Christmas and New Year. All of that's over and done with. I have actually got some time off work, so I'm hoping that while I'm off work, I will go up and see him and spend a few nights with him and my step-nan in Salisbury. More on that coming very, very soon here on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial. Right now, though, it is Sunday night, and I'm going to wrap this vlog up here because I've spoken for far too long. This is over an hour long now. So I am going to wrap things up here. For drink tonight, by the way, I am drinking this Barissimo iced coffee cappuccino that I've had in the fridge for the last couple of days. I picked this up when I went to Aldi in Mallard Road Retail Park in Bournemouth a few days ago. I'm also just about to have a video call with my friend Kieran on Discord on my iMac as well. I'm just about to do that right now. Once I've had my video call with Kieran on my iMac, I am then going to head off into the bathroom where I'm going to have a shower, shave and get into my pyjamas as well. And then probably head off to bed after that. But I'm going to wrap this vlog up here. Guys, thank you for watching this episode of the weekly vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to hit that thumbs up button. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know if you've been enjoying this vlog or enjoying these weekly vlogs. I really do appreciate you guys for spending this last hour with me here on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial. I will be back next Monday, the 22nd of December 2025 at 4 p.m. UK time, where I will be presenting you guys with my final weekly vlog of 2025. I can't believe those words have just come out of my mouth, but no, that is the truth. The next episode of Steve's weekly vlog will be the final weekly vlog of 2025. and then I'll be back in 2026 with more episodes of the weekly vlog, and I'll reveal more details on when the weekly vlogs will be back in a future YouTube video that will be coming soon on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial. I'm not going to reveal it in next week's episode of the weekly vlog, okay? There will be a separate YouTube video coming soon where I will reveal the date of when my YouTube videos will be back in terms of weekly vlogs and movie wrap-ups as well. They will be back from 2026 as well on a Sunday like they were before. Anyway, guys, from me, it's goodbye. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys again in my next YouTube video.